A Cinco de Mayo feast is not complete without a Tres Leches cake, so let's get started on that first. So the ingredients that you're gonna need for the cake portion is going to be a box of yellow cake mix, vanilla instant pudding, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 large eggs, a half a cup of water, a half a cup of whole milk, a half a cup of vegetable oil, but I'm gonna use avocado oil, a 1/4 cup of sour cream, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we put all of our dry ingredients into a bowl and we're just gonna whisk those together real quick, and then we'll add all the wet ingredients. And you can use a hand mixer, but it says don't overmix, so I think I'm just gonna whisk it with a regular whisk. All right, we will put this into our 9 by 13 greased pan, and our oven is preheated to 350. And we're gonna bake it for 25 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. It says with moist crumbs, and that it says that the edges should get golden brown. All right, I just pulled it out of the oven. This is after 33 minutes. 25 minutes, it was way too jiggly. And then 30 minutes, it was pretty much set, but it was really like crackly, like if you ever listen and you can hear how like wet and bubbly it still is inside. So I let it go 3 more minutes. I don't know why it sunk down in the middle there. So we are supposed to let this cool completely before doing the next step. All right, now that it's cool, I just have one of these like skewers, but I'm gonna use this end. And I'm just gonna poke holes all around. And then the 3 milks that we need are a whole can of sweetened condensed, a whole can of evaporated, and then 1 cup of heavy cream. Hopefully that all sinks down the way it's supposed to. Okay, I covered this with plastic. It kind of messed it up. And we will put this in the fridge. It says at least 4 hours, up to 24 hours. And we will probably eat this in about 6 or 7 hours. So for tonight's Cinco de Mayo appetizer and dinner, I wanted to make something that would be easy for people to pick up and hold while they're standing around talking if you want to make it for a larger gathering. But I also wanted to make it inexpensive and simple. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. Well, this is what we will need for our appetizer and our dinner. These really little, they're like street taco tortillas. I'm gonna make little tostadas out of those for our appetizer. And then these we're gonna make taquitos. And then this cheese sauce, you could get queso if you wanted, but this was less than $2, so it was a much cheaper option. And then I made some pico de gallo out of just tomatoes, garlic, onion, cilantro, jalapeno, lime, and salt. And then a quick guacamole because I just mashed up some avocados and then scooped some of the pico in there. And then I, of course, browned up some taco meat. So just to show you how little these are, that is how little they are. I had originally thought about doing Tostitos scoops and like making little taco cups in them, but I could not find a single bag that they weren't like all crushed, and so we're gonna do these instead. I am gonna start by frying these up. I was gonna do half, obviously I have more than this, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna do half with a nacho cheese layer meat pico de gallo, and then half guacamole, etc. there's these little like mini tostadas. I feel like that would be so cute if you had a tray of these and people could come and just like grab one. So for my taquitos, I just microwave 3 at a time in a damp paper towel for about 30 seconds so that they're soft and won't crack when we roll them up. And I'm just gonna put some taco meat and some cheese in there, roll them up and close them with a toothpick. So just about that much. I just have these frying in a shallow pan of avocado oil. So for our taquitos, we are gonna drizzle the either nacho cheese or queso cheese over top and then top it with pico de gallo. And since I have guacamole, I should put some guacamole on the side. Okay, so here is our cake. Plastic wrap ripped. So pretty much everything's sunk in except that middle part where everything kind of pooled. But that's okay because we're gonna cover it with Cool Whip. So I have 2 8-ounce containers of whipped topping, or get yourself a 16-ounce container if they have that. And I put this into the fridge from the freezer this morning, that way it would be plenty soft. Okay, this is after 1 container. So I'm going to just finish it with the second container, but you probably really don't need 2 containers. You probably just need 1 8-ounce. And then you are just supposed to sprinkle cinnamon on top. My review on this cake is it's a lot different than I was expecting. I was kind of expecting it to be kind of soggy, but it's not. It's more just like incredibly moist. Almost like when you have an ice cream cake and the ice cream kind of melts onto the cake part, but it's not like it gets like soggy. It still holds its texture very well. Like when you cut into it, like it has plenty of like resistance still, and it's holding together. It's not like it's like flopping around. It's very good. It has a lot of flavor, and it's definitely different than just like a regular cake. I also like that it has the Cool Whip on top and not like a frosting. Like if you had frosting on top of this, it would be way too sweet. It's also cold and refreshing, and so after you eat a bunch of like spicy Mexican food, it's the perfect dessert. So in conclusion, you have to make this cake, and I will definitely make it again. Well, happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you all next time.